What up, dog? What up, dog? Welcome to Yeah I Said It Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Iceman, and it's the team.
What's the dealio? It's your man Alio, aka Mastermind. You know, once again, it's on.
Y'all know what it is, America. It's your boys. We back. Just call me Schoolio for the night. Y'all already know what it is. I'm schooling these fools.
Right now, your name Fulio.
And it's your boy, Mr. PR, aka Young P. I'm in the building. Let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Yeah, we got another great show today, fellas. Matter of fact, how you guys doing today also?
Man,
Great.
Excellent.
Okay, I know you boys shot some great, interesting questions in. We're gonna start the show like this. But hold on. My bad. Before we start the show, throw some stuff out there that you folks who probably don't know. Since we just seen some things today as far as Jimmy G going to the Raiders, Waller going to the Giants. Uh, Anything else y'all seen out there that happened?
Oh, what?
That's not in the topics today.
Oh, what's the name? Tremont Edmonds to Buffalo. I mean, from Buffalo to Chicago. I think that's gonna be a good.
Oh,
One.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, heard nothing over there.
See who else?
So, Waller going to the Giants.
Oh, that was it.
Aaron Rodgers on his foolery, trying to bring the whole wide receiver core from Green Bay to New York.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Crazy.
All right, we're gonna start the show like this, folks. Here we go. Out of Baltimore Ravens using Lamar Jackson for representing himself without an agent. And I'm gonna start this off with you, Mastermind. Excuse me, folks.
Well, I think that they basically trying to use the lack of him knowing how to discuss, like an agent would know how to discuss. They kind of using that against him. And then I think really what's bigger than all of that, I think kind of like what the media is kind of trying to put the picture out as now is like maybe the agent world is basically trying to blackball this from happening because they see that this may create a new trend, meaning that if he get a big figure deal done, there won't be no other need for the other agents to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players going to terminate their agents' contracts, so
Okay.
I think that's maybe the bigger picture.
Such as Ray Allen back in the day.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's the bigger picture.
Prime example. Good prime example. Breeze, Cooley.
I think by him not having an agent is hurting himself. Reason being, it's certain areas that an agent can be in. Uh, Case in point, using as an example, the Columbine. You know, he didn't have to be there, but if he had an agent, maybe the agent could fill out who really wants him behind closed doors. But he doesn't know that. Only thing he know of is the Baltimore organization, which is good and bad in a way. It's good because he's trying to show loyalty to the team that drafted him, and it seems like he wants to stay there. But it's bad at the same time because it's big business, and he's only understanding a small part. I would say, my opinion, of the business aspect since he's negotiating by himself.
Okay. Chris, hold on 1 second, P.
Yo.
That's correct.
Yo.
Now we know he's sending negotiating by himself. Do you think by his mother representing him, do you think that they might be having back and forth or with him? I think we are no or son or what you think they saying behind closed doors?
Probably saying, she's probably doing what we doing, looking at the TV, analyzing, going to their lawyer. But
Do you think C might have said something like if they throw this 180, 190, we grab it, and he's still saying no? Do you think they going back and forth like that?
be. Could be. I mean, if they watching and trying to base everything off of what we watching on TV, yeah, it could be a lot of back and forth.
Okay. Young P?
So I definitely think they are using it against him, but I think it's even more than just the sports agents and all of that kind of stuff. So alluding to kind of what you're saying, an agent can be negotiating kind of behind closed doors right now, whereas he can't talk to nobody till tomorrow
Yeah.
at what 3, 4 o'clock. So you can't even get a sense of what's going on a little bit from any team to tomorrow. So you already kind of put yourself a little bit behind the 8 ball when you can almost kind of have some deals kind of in play because you figure what they always used to old adage, deals are done on the golf course. You know what I'm saying? So they talking behind closed doors. Plus, I think two other things. One, the presidents of a player negotiating such a big contract. And then I think two, the owners, just like the agents, the owners don't want to start sitting down with a whole bunch of individual players. I'm not finna talk to 20 players on my team because all y'all want to represent. We're not finna do that. So I think even the owners is on that pushback too. So it's like we gonna show you that you ain't really worth it, but we're doing it in a way that's gonna hurt you more than it'll help you. You know what I'm saying? You can stand firm all you want, but in the end, you're gonna cater our demands because we gotta stop everybody else from trying to do it too.
Right. Okay. Well, I think whatever they doing, I think they got the upper hand.
For
You
sure.
know, and then like you say, now they got teams the opportunity to talk to them. Start like you say tomorrow, the 2 draft picks, you know, and all like that. And I think Baltimore going to feel like they're in a win-win situation because they feel like I believe that they feel like they got a good enough backup quarterback. Then also with those picks or whatever, if somebody do bite,
Right.
and for them, picks and pay the money and all of that. I think they just gonna build themselves, you know what I'm saying, even better. And also all depends on who probably what teams come out there and want him also.
Do you think they,
You know what I'm saying?
in your honest opinion, do you think they might match it, whatever somebody might say?
No.
You don't think they're gonna match whatever nobody says?
That's why I think he need an agent because an agent, like you say, an agent like he was saying, some things his mother and them might not understand that an agent might can get done and broke down, and you might can get your money broke down a certain way. If an agent, go to the and plus he
You
got
structure it like this.
yeah, structured a certain way, I'm sorry, a certain way. Plus he have relations with certain, owners and this and that, and probably that, them there also and can get something done and can make you probably see that money. But it's all about how you structure it. Then his mother might not know how to structure it. So, who knows? She might does. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you say, Lamar done some great things. Love to still see you out there in Baltimore, but it's
I'm
looking hard.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
say this.
Mastermind.
I think that Baltimore, due to the fact how they built the system already around him, as long as nobody ain't coming out saying, "Yeah, we're gonna give you 300 million, we're gonna give you 500 million, we're gonna give you, some outrageous number," I
They can
think
match.
Baltimore gonna match it. I think what they're doing is giving him the opportunity to see what the market, what the market value is for you. And if you know what I'm saying, if it just say this, for instance, if it's the Giants, I'm just using that as an example, right? So just say they might be like, well, you know what? Yeah, okay, well, worst come to worst, they talking about giving me 275 million. I ain't about to do that.
But
I tell you what I will do though. I will take them first 2 first-round draft picks from you and give me Daniel Jones or somebody. I'm just using an example.
Go ahead before we move on.
but I think that's where Lamar is getting hurt and just piggybacking off of and going back to what we said, like 275 million. Who's to say if he had an agent that and I'm using Deshaun Watson as an example because that is what contract he's trying to get and follow.
And they
But
You seen him
Deshaun,
renegotiated his.
but what I'm saying, Deshaun had an agent with that.
Right.
That agent could be buddy rubbing elbows with Cleveland owner. Like you know what I'm saying? That could be his go-to in the hole. See, Lamar don't have an agent that's cool with an owner. Like you never know. You know what I'm saying? And
I think that's just
that way
helping
you
the
can
owner.
play your hand. And I'm using one more example, then we move on. Say Houston was like, if he had an agent, say, oh yeah, Baltimore, Houston Texans willing to give Lamar 270. It may be false, but that agent like, he gave him 275. What y'all gonna do? I could put that out in the media and see what happened. So I think that's where he's missing out.
Right before we move along, this is what I got to say to you, Mastermind. You said they built that around Baltimore for him. Now just say that they get them 2 first-round picks and get rid of him. Do you think they can restructure that team just that easy? Because they never had no big-time receiver. They always had that running game, and like I say, them 2 picks, whatever, go on that defensive side and get it back.
I'm gonna say this though. It's gonna answer your question, but then it might make you feel like I'm not answering.
No, go ahead.
I think the way that they right now, when I said they built the team around him, I think they had the athletes for him. But I think with the hiring of this new offensive coordinator, it could go either way.
Okay.
Meaning they don't have to, stick to the game plan or anything. They can open up the playbook the way the new coordinator want to go.
Okay.
Or they can go back to the traditional way that they had it. That's why I say it's
Okay.
I think
Gotcha.
it's kind of both.
Moving along. When the season starts, will Lamar Jackson still be the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, or will he be with another team? Starting off with you, Breezy.
I think he would be with another team. Before what I saw today and found out today that Baltimore's only asking for 2 first-round picks. That's not a lot considering what some teams have done in the past to get different players or to move up in the draft. 2 first-round picks is not a lot, which telling me that yeah, I can see him being somewhere else. Uh, my vision, my opinion, my thought, I can see him staying in the area but going to the Commanders.
Going to the Commanders? Okay. What you got to say, young Pete?
Yeah, he gonna be in Baltimore. I don't think he's going anywhere. It's just right now they playing chicken. You know, they on the track and they playing chicken right now. But I don't think he's going nowhere. He gonna be there. They gonna figure it out. They gonna structure. You know what I'm saying? To come up with something that makes sense for all parties. So I don't think you know what I'm saying. He going nowhere. What I think they might do is, and I know he might have been joking, but do like a instead of a long-term contract, they might do a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal. I think he even tweeted what 3 years, 130 or something like
No, they
that.
say that's what he turned down. That's what they offered.
Might structure something smaller, and maybe he might be happy with that, and then maybe they can live with that, and not a 5 or 7 year deal with him. I don't know, but I don't. Me honestly, nah, he in Baltimore. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, I can say, Mastermind.
Well, you know, I'm a Baltimore fan, so I'm gonna say I want him to stay. But I think, to be honest, this is something I really don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's looking real interesting, but to me, I think the way that the movements that Baltimore is kind of making, I think they basically trying to let him see what his value is. And as long as, like I just said in the previous segment, as long as his value is nothing that's outrageous, I think they're gonna match it.
Think it's gonna match.
Yeah, so I think I can see him staying.
Well, I think somebody gonna be greedy out there, and they finna throw Baltimore whatever to get that man to either win the Super Bowl or not win it. But they know one thing: he's gonna be the new Michael Vick 2.0. Well, he already been that. But like you said, whatever stadium he go to now, he finna sell out every Sunday. And like you say, the owner's gonna get him just to either hopefully he can get us to the Super Bowl, but hey, every Sunday we getting that money. So I don't see him being the Baltimore Raven because somebody finna throw them boys, them 2 draft picks and offer some money. And the only way I can see him being the Baltimore Raven is like how you said, they have to match that money. And if they not finna match it, he's out of there. And I think somebody gonna really offer him at least that 190, at least that 190 to 2.
Yeah,
Even though they said they offered him that and he turned it down, I think somebody gonna offer him that, probably with some incentives to it or whatever, but he's gonna be out of there. I think he's gonna be out of that. My opinion, I think he's out of there. Anything else said on that, fellas?
No, what do y'all think about y'all hearing with the Lions getting involved in this?
Yeah, where y'all think he might go if he did leave?
you know, we talked a little bit about the Lions. I don't like him going to the Lions, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
What if the Jets step in and be like, Aaron Rodgers, you taking too long?
I believe he's gonna be if he leaves Baltimore, it's gonna be at Washington.
Washington?
I can see that because, like I said, from what I've seen today,
With the Heineke and all that.
Heineke is gone,
He gone.
which means that freed up money.
And then
If
that
they
off.
make that move, they don't really need too much on defense, but you can always use good draft picks.
Then they got the
So-
running game.
So you
Lucky
think they?
receivers.
So you think they just capping when they saying Sam Howell the starter?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
I think so.
Okay. Washington. What you got to say, Mastermind? I like that Washington. I like that.
I, here,
Here,
Yeah.
you don't need it all.
I think this might be the reason why I say that.
Stick to the plan.
No, the reason why I say that is because no, I take that back. Not here. I take that back. You know why I would like to see him go? I like to see him go to San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Him and McCaffrey back there, that'd be a dangerous.
I can definitely see that.
Devo Samuel.
Gone now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Samuel.
But you said
Devo
that,
Samuel.
no, but what,
Brock Purdy, all of them
Yeah.
hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to see him go there, though.
That's good.
I'd like to go see him San Fran. Yep, San Fran without a doubt.
All right. We're not talking about the ABA, if they was from the ABA, or if they was from some other franchise, whatever. We're talking about the NBA. And I also know, and we also understand that the Brooklyn Nets used to be called the New Jersey Nets. But we're strictly talking about the Brooklyn Nets now, since New Jersey is no longer around. None of these NBA franchises have never made it to the NBA Finals. So which one will make it to the finals? Not win it, but just make it to the finals. We have Charlotte Hornets, Atlanta Hawks, Minnesota Timberwolves, New Orleans, Memphis, Denver Nuggets, Sacramento, the Clippers, and your Brooklyn Nets. Starting off with you down there, young P.
All right, no problem. I need pull out
See
this
what you
piece of
got.
paper.
Yeah, let me
Pull out
see
this
what you
piece of
got
paper.
down there.
So we gonna get rid of Charlotte because I don't know what is going on, but Jordan, you just not gonna get no
See,
team
not
together.
good. We
So
just
that's-
signed Jordan to keep him rich, but he ain't spending no money
They
on
ain't spending
players,
no
huh?
money, so Charlotte can scratch. Clippers, y'all got a curse on y'all something bad that I just don't understand what it is. So we gonna scratch you off the list. New Orleans, it seems like they can't stay healthy. They might have to get rid of Zion. They was looking good at the beginning of this year, and they done dropped down all the way to the bottom
So
just
you
that
go.
fast. Just be easy injured. Zion, they talking about going to next year. So we gonna get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Memphis, y'all talking too much. Y'all ain't put down a demonstration yet, so y'all gone. Minnesota, I don't even like cats, so you definitely gone too. You know what I'm saying? So who we getting down to? Atlanta, yeah, Trey, you're not that good. No, I'm lying. You're good, but you're not gonna be no winner. So scratch Atlanta. We down to Denver and Sacramento, right? So the best chance for somebody to get there first, dun 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 dun, Denver.
Denver.
All that to say, you looked at my paper.
Oh,
All that, all that to say, you get to looked at my paper. Go ahead.
no, the
Go with America.
I gotta get these boys. I gotta get these boys out of detention together. Because for some reason, they papers. These three guys' papers. So I'm
See,
ready to go with Malcolm.
hold on. I see.
What?
Go a little bit. You know what it is? See, we be outside partying, we be drinking, and then he ask me questions. So
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here. Said I'm saying. So thank you for helping me for why you was asking me all them questions this weekend. And I kept telling you, no. But thank you. Now I know why you kept asking me that. Now I totally understand. Now you understand why I kept saying I'm not for sure. Okay.
Hear the mastermind. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I went close to what he was saying though, but I did come up with the same answer. I did come up with Denver, but I think only by a hair over the Clippers. I think the Clippers gonna get it together. They just got too much talent not to at least get there.
Okay. So, okay.
I think Ja,
Go ahead.
to be honest, Ja, I wanted to say Memphis bad, but this incident what Ja just did set them back at least a season or maybe even a season and a half or 2 seasons, to be totally honest. And the rest just not ready yet. I'll just be real. Sacramento just too young. And Charlotte and all the rest of them, you ain't, in Brooklyn, they up and coming, but they ain't ready yet neither.
Right.
Everybody fall into about the same category with the rest. Youth.
Go ahead, young
Time for
Brady.
Schoolio.
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 Uh-oh.
What you say his name was again? Fulio, right?
Yeah, Fulio.
Yeah, get it together. Fulio. Okay, Fulio.
Go today. One word. No, 2 words. Sacramento Kings. Yeah, I said it. You heard it here first. Reason being is they young, they up and coming, they got the right coach, they believe what the coach is telling them, and they quietly is moving up the ladder as far as position for the playoff standing. Sacramento Kings. Watch this year. This year gonna be a learning experience. They're gonna get to the finals, Western Conference Finals. I'm sorry.
This year?
But the following year, yeah, I said it.
I just want to make sure you say it with your chest.
Finals.
Say it with your chest. Say it
Reason
with your chest.
injuries. They the only healthy team in the West
I got one question for you.
besides Denver.
I want to say Denver.
No, I got one question.
Come on.
So if you see Sacramento playing I go with a medium grade team. The Clippers in the series. You got Sacramento?
Yes.
Okay.
You know why?
Westbrook.
You know why?
I'm listening.
Was it last week? They gonna do the whole playbook. Golden State showed the playbook for the Clippers. Draymond was not checking him. His back was turned to him. Westbrook. They showed the playbook. That's what happened in the playoffs.
So you think? So you think a 7-game series?
Westbrook
gonna-
be the Achilles heel.
What you think?
Okay.
Yes.
I can't see that.
Well,
What game you think his jumper gonna come alive?
I think.
I no disrespect to Westbrook.
See, it's one thing that you forgot. It's one thing that you seem to forget about. There's one thing that you forget about. It's a position that you seem to forget about, Lou. See, there's one position you seem to forget about. You know what that's called? The bench. Westbrook sit right here. I'm gonna put Terrence Mann in there. See what I'm talking about? That's the part you seem to forget about that. When they can say, okay, you know what? We're gonna sit you right here, Westbrook,
Then I become
next to me.
everybody.
I'm just on that particular game.
I just think it's
I'm
just
gonna-
in his head.
I got three that might got a chance just because they're young. Two of them is Memphis. Well, one of them is Memphis, and the other one is Sacramento. And that is because of Fox and them boys. And then on the other one, that is because of John Morant and them boys. And then I would say Denver, just because the way Jokic got them boys, you know, just balling period every year. You know, they got a chance, but they don't ever pull it out, but they got a chance. But I'm really gonna go with Sacramento and Memphis just because of them two young boys and the way they gelling and the way they are coached. Also the way that Cool Breezy said. They got two great coaches, you know what I'm saying? So I think that'll make it happen right there for them boys. Go ahead.
I got a question for you three. How much time? How much time do you give? How much time do you give Denver with that squad to get to the NBA Finals, not the Western Conference Finals, the NBA Finals? Before you say, you know what,
They
just
gotta blow
gotta blow it up.
But see,
How many more years?
this is the difference. Well, I mean, to answer your question, to me, they kind of blew it up already. Just think about this. Burton is, I mean, what's Bowen, Brown, or whatever,
Brown,
he
Bruce
knew.
Brown.
Burton is new. Reggie Jackson is new over there. They got all new players, so they just basically kind of gelling together. I know what you're saying between the Murray, Michael Porter, and Joker. I understand that part, but I think I mean, truthfully, you ain't got to really break that up. You can trade one of them
Right.
and be good. You know what I'm saying? And get a bunch of, because like I said, those players that you picked up now, and because Aaron Gordon, truthfully, is a 3. He a third option no matter what. He may not be your number 2,
Right.
but he definitely a third option. So you can easily find a 2. So I don't think you got to really break it up.
Right.
But if it was me, I'd just give it maybe 2 years, 3 years the longest.
Before you do anything else.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Now unless what's the name come back hurt.
I got you. I look at it like this though. Did you forget about AKCP still there?
Yeah. See, he just got there too.
That's what I'm saying. So you got a couple people that's there that can actually do some things. That's why I'm like, it's hard to just rule out Denver and throw them out and say that Denver can't get there. It was really the next 2 or 3 years. I think they can get there with no problem. I think it's not hard. I think it's just a matter of just figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? If they can just stick together, and they're already going in as a number 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? So with them going in as a number 1 seed, I think that's gonna play to their advantage a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like you said, Sacramento, they might have to go to the Clippers. They might have to go through a couple teams that they might not want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They might even have to see Memphis
Or Golden State.
Golden State, who might wake up and start doing so. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it is like that for sure.
Okay. Well, there's one thing for sure. What you gonna need? If you do, what enforcer would you use? If you was a NBA owner running your NBA team, what enforcer would you use? Rick Mahorn, Anthony Mason, or Charles Oakley? On your team, who would be your enforcer? Who would you bring in as a GM? Is your enforcer? Schoolio.
I was going back and forth between these two guys, and I went with rest in heaven, Mr. Mason. I went with Mr. Mason. I think he represented, not represented, but well, all three of them represented as being a true enforcer. But I just thought he brought a different type of enforcement to the game. You know what I'm saying? Just before they took it out. So I go with Mason,
Okay.
Mr. Anthony Mason. Yeah.
Mm.
They gave you a good name today too, Fulio, because that was a foolish answer. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
thought he had looked at my papers. I thought he was gonna say Charles Oakley like me, but he didn't really go to. I think he wanted to switch it up because the other was. You know what I'm saying? So I think he just wanted to switch it up so he wouldn't be talking like, "Dang, Fulio, you just still it."
Schoolios.
Fulio, Schoolio, Fulio, whatever we gonna call it.
Charles Oakley. I think he really was he was definitely embodied that enforcer. I think, people were scared to go against him. Rick Mahorn, I get it. He did his thing. I know that's pretty much, they told him that's all we need you to do for Detroit. But I'm going with Charles Oakley, buddy.
Who you got down there, Mastermind?
I'm going with the inventor of this enforcing game, baby. Just in case you boys don't know, it was a boys called the Blues Brothers. They came out of Washington Bullets. Does anybody know about them guys? I'm just saying, I'm schooling you boys in case you don't know now. Just saying, in case y'all don't know. Now, that's what I'm going with. So who's my answer, Fulio, since you say you know who it is?
Mahorn.
There we go. See what I'm talking about? The originator of this hit. The original cutthroat master himself. That's what I'm going with.
See, I like this when we got questions like this because as I was throwing that out there, and then when I said go ahead, Schoolio, and I see how young P want to jump in because he be thinking him and Mastermind gonna have the same master. Stuff like that. I just told me my IQ is very high, even though I stay high, my IQ is very high. But I'm gonna be like this. I'm just gonna throw some things out there because he gave us three great ones, and I'm gonna ask him about some other ones. I'm asking you guys about some other ones. Just to throw at him, just to keep it going. I'm gonna start off with Mastermind, but these were some of his guys too. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, but to answer your question, out those three, for me, ooh wee. I wanted to go with Rick Mahorn. I ain't gonna even lie. But your partner in crime, Charles Barkley, threw you under the bus. I'm leave that alone. But he said he said you was fake about it. He said you couldn't fight.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That ain't what Sally said, though, is it?
I'll go
John
with
Sally
the
said,
Charles Oakley. But check this out, Mastermind.
Mhm.
Here goes some breakers for you. What about your man Maurice Lucas?
Buck was a good one. Maurice Lucas was a good one. Maurice Lucas was a good one. That was a good one. Now, which Maurice we gonna go with though? Are we going with the Portland boy or are we going with the New York Knick boy? Now that's what I'm saying. Now, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The enforcer part. Now, yeah. That's what I say. Yes, I know. Yeah.
Hey, Finn supposed to won. Hey, when Lucas stood up to throw a dog, he scared the boys out that time.
Out of everything, yes, sir. So that's why I say he was a good one.
Got one. What do y'all know about this guy? Not in Lucas. I mean, what about you know about Xavier McDaniels, the X-Man?
Yeah,
Yeah, X-Man Seattle. Yeah.
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 But I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him with Charles Oakley though.
I think X-Men was a good one, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that the X-Men had that did none of them have. X-Men had the whole game. Really, he was a superstar too.
Yeah.
That's what people didn't understand. So he was more than just an enforcer.
Hey,
That's the thing about him.
everybody-
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody. Yeah.
I got one more.
Yeah.
I got one more. He might top them all for you. I don't know. Only place he was I'll call her something. I don't know. What about Bill Lambert?
I give Bill his too. Bill wasn't there.
Bill here.
Bill,
Bill
Bill,
come up swinging and everything.
I gotta see. I can't really say Bill was the enforcer. Bill was more like,
Right.
I don't know. He might have been the scapegoat on some of the problems.
I don't know. I mean, he fought a lot.
I know, I know.
I'm talking about one scared to go to throw the
Right.
balls with a lot of them places.
But I mean by scapegoat meaning this. Rick Mahorn will file you hard, but Larry Bird get up and file on him on Lambert instead of
Right.
file on Mahorn because I don't want them problems. That's why I say he might have been the scapegoat more, but
Absolutely.
don't get me wrong. Mahorn was doing his too. I mean, Lambert was doing his too. Don't get me wrong. He was laying them out.
But now I just want to throw some extras out there for the panel so to keep that going on
Yes, sir.
as we move along to
I got one for you. About Mad Max.
Yeah, man, make sure that.
Mad Max will get up in the guards grill. Like, what y'all trying to say around here?
Stories about Mad Max too. The
Right.
locker rooms getting into it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one too, Mad Max. He get it. I heard Hakeem smacked the spit out of him.
Yeah. Ran up on the wrong
Right.
one, man. That's all that.
No, because we wasn't there.
That's all, Bernie. You ran up on the wrong
Yeah.
one on that one, man.
How many upsets will there be in the first 2 rounds of March Madness? Starting off with you, Young P. This weekend.
You know, I'm just gonna throw out a number. You know what I'm feeling right now? You know, I think I'm gonna go down to that young casino. I'm saying at least 2 upsets this weekend with like a 12 beating a 5 or something like that. You might even give me a 13 or 14 that might jump out there. But I'm thinking like it's only gonna be 2. I think some of the other teams gonna do what they're supposed to do, but I think 2 for sure.
What you got to say down here, Master Man? I'm jumping across the table. Are you ready for it or you need
Yeah. I mean, I might want to come back, but
All right, go ahead,
as,
Breeze.
So I looked at the bracket. I'm looking at least 8 upsets.
8, you going that high?
8.
Okay. That's a good amount. That's
Reason being is there's no dominant as college teams would like to call college dominant teams called blue blood well known
true blue blood dominant team,
like
ain't no more of them. I got you.
State, North Carolina. Did North Carolina even make it?
They didn't even make it, buddy.
So that's
They didn't even make it.
I'm predicting.
No,
I'm predicting
hold on.
at least 8.
Don't forget Michigan.
Come on, man. Don't bring it to hard pain.
They made the NIT, right?
Slow out, man. Don't put that in.
I'm asking. I don't know. I ain't seen the NIT.
8 upsets because there's no true well-known team in the thing. Because Duke made it, but Duke this year they look sort of suspect as being a dominant team. So I'm predicting 8.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna keep it that long. I ain't gonna keep y'all here that long. I got 5 off top.
Ooh.
I got a nickel.
I'm ready for mine too. I think I see at least. I got about maybe 6 to 7 myself. I see about 6 to 7 myself.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm saying.
8, 7, woo.
That's just the lower seed winning. I mean, the higher seed winning, right? That's just the higher seed winning, right?
No,
It ain't got to be. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Lower seed winning. That's what I'm saying. My bad.
Yeah. So you got which one you gonna take? 6 or the 7? 7.
Yeah, I go.
Six.
I go with 7.
Okay. 7, 8,
The most I'm going with is 3. I'm at 3 max.
3, 8, 5, 7. I go to upsets for this weekend.
Yeah.
We know it's gonna be some.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
know
that's
that for
guaranteed.
sure.
That's just Mark Madness. That's what
But
they
you
do.
saying 3, 3, 3, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm saying 3.
Pretty good.
And that's just over the weekend, right?
Yeah, I'm just talking about this first weekend only.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said I think
Strictly
I can
this
see.
first weekend only.
I can see 7, 6 or 7 easy, because it's too many days. You know what I'm saying? It's on Thursday to Sunday. Somebody's gonna get popped.
Right. Yeah, I'm just talking strictly this weekend. See how they get it in.
Right. Okay.
it's on me. Is it on me?
Yeah, so that's cool.
Well, people, here we go. One of my favorite questions because this is one of my greatest pastimes this weekend. I love March Madness. So, with that being said, say it with your chest, say it loud. Who gonna be the Cinderella team for March Madness this year, people?
I'm black and I'm proud. Huh?
Start
When
with
you say Cinderella, are you saying win it all?
no, get at least.
Oh, this guys get further with
to the
this
Sweet
face.
16. I'm gonna say the Sweet 16, which means you got to make it out this weekend.
You gotta make it out this week.
This gauntlet weekend, this is the hardest weekend to make it out of. So I'm gonna say at least the Sweet 16.
Go ahead.
If not, Elite 8.
Well, I'm gonna
start with young people.
I started off then. I got
It's all
because that's what I always do. But I'm gonna
What did you call your sweet 16? The Cinderella team, that like the
So the Cinderella teams is pretty much double digit.
Okay.
Low.
Yes.
So
got
10, what 10? You might as well say 10 through
Yes.
Damn, I
16.
don't know what my
Yeah.
team ranked though.
So I'm gonna say this. I got 2, and the first one I'm starting off with is
What is Penn State ranked?
Iona. 'Cause I think they can pop UConn. Looking at the sheet right now,
Yeah.
and Iona, if I ain't mistaken, Rick
ain't
Pitino
popping
is the head coach, ain't? So he can coach his butt off. I'm gonna look that up just to make sure I'm on the right path. But I think Rick Pitino is their head coach, so what that boy can do. So I think Rick Pitino, Iona, gonna be a Cinderella team, and the other team is Drake. My two Cinderellas they both getting to the Sweet 16.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I said it. Let me say a little louder.
Say it loud.
Drake and Iona, baby. Drake and Iona. Let's go,
Yes,
fellas.
yes, sir.
Uh,
It's on you, Master.
You said who?
Drake, and I say Iona. Just Drake gonna pop Miami. I can see that. And I hate to say it, Indiana. Y'all been looking a little suspect because y'all. I'm gonna get y'all getting past Kent State, but Drake gonna pop y'all and go to the Sweet 16.
Okay, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know if my team is ranked. I don't know if they double digits or not.
Who that?
Team is that.
I'm going with somebody out that Doodle Bowl. We all know who the big Doodle Bowl is, right?
Oh, don't say no Big Ten now.
That's who I'm
Slow
going
down.
with, baby. That's who
Slow
I'm going with. I'm going with somebody out the big doodoo, baby. I'm going with Penn State. They have a hell of a coach, baby.
Yeah, Penn State.
I'm here to tell y'all they got a hell of a coach, baby. They got a hell of a coach.
They
I
ain't
don't-
double digits.
Yeah, I got Penn State. I got Penn State going to the Sweet 16.
Thanks, man. We're rolling with the Big Ten, baby. Rolling
Yeah,
with
big
the
doodoo, big
10.
doodoo.
Never watch your mouth now.
You
Watch your
just only
mouth.
got that one? That's it?
Oh,
Okay.
we a Big Ten fan. That's all. That's all we need. You want
Next?
right? Next. See with the Big Ten.
Y'all want to hear that SEC team I got?
Because you talking about Penn State going to pop at SEC team. Yeah, he ain't paying.
Yeah, I know he ain't paying
I
no
don't
attention.
know, but
They got who Penn State got in that bracket?
They got.
Not Alabama,
A&M.
Texas.
Mm.
Texas A&M. I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one.
Who you got, Iceman? Who you got?
I got USC popping Michigan State.
Ooh.
Whoa. There you go.
That's self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory. You ain't have to go there. Right? That's real simple. That's a gimme. That's a gimme. Izzo, I said it here. Yeah, I'm saying it with my chest. Izzo, I need you in the AD office. I need you in the AD office, Izzo. I need you in the AD office, Izzo.
What time?
I want to talk to you about why we ain't been in the Final Four.
I'm
Izzo, I need you in the AD office. And can we
finishing off.
can we bring Jawan Howard with you? Can we bring Jawan Howard and Izzo in the AD office? I want to know why we ain't made it
That blew up
to the Final Four. None of that. Just saying.
Since I asked the question, I'm finishing it off.
Oh,
I'm rocking like my man, Young P here.
yes, sir.
I got 3 possibilities.
Oh, you got
Oh,
three of them?
One
God.
and one for sure.
Okay.
My 2 possibilities is VCU, because I love defense. Oh, you know how we like to press.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's that?
You see what I'm on?
Yeah. So I got VCU, because I love that defense that they do. Watch out for them boys. They should pop. I can't remember who they was playing, so I'm gonna move along. And Drake. Oh yeah, they playing St. Mary's. That pressure too much for them West Coast boys. Drake gonna take down Miami. And then return. Remember this, people. Got a guard out there, cold-blooded. His name Max Abrams for Oral Roberts. They did the damn thing 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they went to the Elite Eight. He got injured the following year, but he's back for his senior year, baby. And they got a big fella in the middle, 7'2". Gonna take down Duke.
I'm about to say,
You heard it first. That's it.
They got to pop Duke and Tennessee.
It's going down.
What Tennessee from, young? Anybody know what Tennessee from?
Slow down, man.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I just.
Just saying.
Come on now, buddy.
So I got Oral Roberts. Everybody said it. Oral Roberts, Elite Eight.
That's another
At
good
least.
pick. I do like you pick that VCU. I do like that pick on you over there, Cool Breeze. Now I got a question for y'all before we move along. That was your Cinderella pick. Who you think gonna win? Or who you think gonna, you know what I'm saying, just step their feet on that?
I think, who I think gonna step their feet on there? Texas. I think Texas might mess around and step their feet on there. Only because I like Texas. I like.
He don't want to form his mouth to say that. He know I'll pass out in here. They say that. They don't want to say that, baby. They always say.
Final Four and
got some
advance.
Because they got some boys.
Get to the dance.
I'm gonna tell y'all who's sneaky, who look good, but I just don't know. They might do the same thing they do every year.
Who that?
Drew Timmy.
Mm.
This every year repeat.
I think they might do the same thing, but I think this year they might do it, man.
Mm.
Okay, moving along. Make your 5 unbeatable college players of all time. Starting off with you, young Pete.
All right. It might sound a little crazy, but I think when these 5 step on the court, ain't nobody popping them. So I'm going with Bobby Hurley. Steph, come on, Steph. You showed out at Davidson. Give me Ralph Sampson, Melo, and LJ. Come on, Grandmama. And my 5 is for the run everybody up and down the court. We got shooters. We got a hell of a point guard because he probably heard he was the man in college.
Okay.
Ralph Sanders doing his thing. Melo, we're going to let you do some ISO here and there, but you did your thing in Syracuse. Yeah, ain't nobody beating my 5.
And the man over here, he over here.
Ain't nobody beating this 5 right
You
here.
got mastermind.
Nobody's beating this
I'm
5.
just telling y'all now. Talking to a historian here, baby. I didn't go with none of these big names like everybody know. I just went to the college careers who I know that wasn't playing no games in college.
Absolutely.
At my point guard, in case you boys don't know this name, it is Dwayne Pearl Washington.
Okay.
Syracuse. Just in
Yeah.
case you boys don't know, now just let you know. At shooting guard, I'm going one of the greatest scorers that ever played college basketball. Out of Bradley University. Do anybody know who I'm about to go with this? Hershey, Mr. Hawkins. They go another basketball. See what I'm saying? And for some more connoisseurs now, I'm going with a guy out of Georgetown as my small forward. Reggie Williams. See what I'm saying? You boys don't know nothing about this list. Yeah, I know. You know what my power forward is? I went to that all-day team at Arkansas. Give me Big Corliss.
What?
Corliss Williamson. Yes, sir. Big Nasty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know I got a dream team over here.
Beat my team, but
And for my center, I went with the greatest Syracuse center of all time, Miss Sir. Ronnie Cycli.
That's a good one. That's
Yes, sir. All college greats, baby.
bias with mine.
Tap in.
I'm
Tell me how
going-
great y'all love
I'm
Mastermind.
going Manager off rip is my point. Yeah.
Magic, okay.
Okay.
I got to have MJ at the 2.
Mm.
You know, at my small the 3, I got the boy Christian Laettner. Doing his thing.
Who's a college legend?
At my 4, I got the hometown up the street, DC Derek Cole.
Mm.
And in the middle, I got Georgetown's all-time great, Monkey Man himself. Yeah, I know who that is.
Pat you.
Pat you.
Is it on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on you, buddy.
That was a good list, Ice, but I tried to go with you. You got some nice NBA players in there too, but I tried to just strictly stick to the college greats. But those players was great in college too.
When I was gonna go for my college, be honest with my 2,
That's good.
really my 2 was Jimmy Jackson. I had
Yeah.
Memphis at my point,
Ohio State,
and I'm going with Jimmy Jackson, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
About Jimmy
I got 2 that I crossed out. Now,
Jackson.
let me say one thing new before you get started. I got 2 that I really wanted to say, but I figured their name was too big. I had Chris at my point.
LSU.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I had my small forward. I had Glenn Big Dog Rob. See, I said the name is just too big.
Different. I try to keep it as current as possible because we got young folks who ain't watched some of these guys to the right of me said, so you know they have to Google the research. But so I'm keeping mine as current as possible.
Well, they
But I
beat the
think,
guys we
but I
said,
think they play bully ball. So therefore, I got LJ, Grandmama, Larry Johnson. I got C Webb with the dog face C Webb. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you know, I was going back and forth, but you know what? I had to come with it. This is another old school historian, but he still was that deal. Monster Mash. Y'all forgot about Monster.
Oh, no, Mass
Yeah,
Bar.
we
That's
know
my
that.
guy.
Yeah.
I like Mass Bar. That's my
Yeah.
guy.
And then this dude, I knew he was gonna be something special when he came down to Ford Field, and I had court row seats because I snuck down and act like I was a college student alumni, and I watched him kill Wisconsin and Michael Finley, Stephen Curry.
Oh, yeah. They was
killing them at Ford Field that year. And then the only Big 12 freshman of the year, player of the year, Mr. Kevin Durant.
K Dizzle.
Skinny bone KD, baby.
Yeah, Texas, he was killing cats.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
You got my man.
So I got buckets and I got bully ball on the boards.
I want y'all want
I'm
well
good.
Who got?
y'all want with too
I
many
think got
superstars.
volleyball.
Y'all want
Okay. I got Pat U. And I got Derek Coleman.
Everybody scared of LJ. Everybody scared of that dog.
Coleman scared of bully ball.
I got Big Nasty down there. He ain't scared of none of that. Big Nasty ain't scared of none of that. Big Nasty. You know Big Nasty ain't scared of none of that. They call him Big Nasty. They call him Big Nasty. He got a ring. Oh, okay. That's all. Hello. Did Webb get that? I said, did Webb get that?
We switched it up, folks.
For that 5-5 got there, he was scared of them. But
I said, did he get that ding?
All right, moving along. Next question. Will Ricky Henderson stolen base records ever get broken in Major League Baseball? Starting off with you, Cool Breezy.
I think so with the time clock thing or 30 seconds, whatever time clock they got implemented this year. I think it's going to happen because I
Look
just
like Pete wanted to smack the hell out you.
I do.
We got to
But it's
implement.
man,
We got to implement. We got to implement some type of testing. Marijuana is good, but the rest of that shit, we got to.
I think it's going to happen. I don't know about this year, but within the next coming few years, I think so because I just
No.
believe. I just believe
Ask me.
anybody who's a runner, they're gonna be able to time that whole pitch count thing and all that.
No, listen. Not single season. I'm talking about his hard time.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you was on.
I didn't know what he
I was
was.
about to say, man, it's
Wait to throw him a lifeline. Drowning. He was over there
Right.
drowning.
No, it'll never happen.
Okay.
Move along. That'll never
Yeah, I'm
happen.
about to say.
Move along.
Okay.
Come this way. I got.
You just said
Definitely no.
No.
Never. I don't think should, because
you think it's gonna hold up forever? Or
yeah, it's gonna hold up forever.
Okay.
Most of these cats ain't even stealing bases like that. It really, most of the games I watch,
So they want home runs. Huh?
they want home runs. They ain't even thinking about stealing bases.
Sit down and mess
I'm
around.
gonna say no because just because how many he got like what is
Yeah,
it?
he like 1,400.
1,400 strong, and then you got. I'm gonna tell you something else though. No, you got to have 60 stolen bases for 23 seasons. And ain't nobody playing 23
playing that long.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I say no. I think it's gonna be hard to catch. What's the name?
They plan on
It's hard to catch. What's the name? Lou Brock.
Yeah, Luke Brock him second.
Yeah, Lou Brock got 938. You ain't even catch him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it here, but I'm gonna let you continue from what you were saying. Go ahead with the single season then.
I think they'll catch someone gonna catch
Okay.
the single season.
You said within this year or next year.
With the pitch count thing that they implemented.
I mean, they gotta have 114.
Well, I think it's 130. Ricky Henderson was at like 130 for single season.
No, they ain't.
They're not even catching the single
You
season.
ain't catching that. I don't even think you don't get nobody get 100 stolen bases. You might get lucky if you get somebody 80. That's precedent.
That's not happening. It's not even happening to the single season.
I think they're gonna catch.
I don't care even with the speed and the
So-
clock and time and all
Saying
that.
that,
It ain't happening.
Okay, moving along. Next question. Nobody catching you, Ricky, so you're gonna be in there for a long time.
Yes, sir.
We can never say never. You know, records are meant to be broken, but look like you still gonna be there for a while. Okay. Better cornerback pickup. Was it the Lions with Sutton, or was it Miami with Ramsey? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Due to the decline in Ramsey, not saying he had a drastic decline, and not saying that Sutton ain't wasn't a good corner, but I think with Ramsey just age and just being in the league for so long, him and Sutton is equal. So I think this is about to equal. This is about to be an equal trade. You know what I'm saying? This ain't really nobody's a winner or nothing. But I think with that additional corner that they just picked up, the Lions just picked up what was that today? I think it was. I forgot who it was, but the additional signing of today's corner, I think that might have pushed the Lions up over.
I got to find out who that is.
I gotta find out who that is.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to the Lions, kind of only because of what Mastermind was going with it. I feel like Ramsey is on the decline, but I don't think Miami's gonna ask much of him anyway. They just need him to kind of hold down the fort a little bit. So I think that's the only thing that's gonna help them or help him when it's all said and done. But I think with the decline of him, I think the Lions got a better chance. And if Sutton can just keep going, as long as he can start keep going upward in the trajectory, I think he might. I think the Lions might end up coming out on top with getting a better corner than Miami did with Rams.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead, Coach.
Lions. That's it. No, Lions got it better. I just think Ramsey is more Hollywood right now. He's more focusing on leaving the league than he is more playing. He got a ring, so he need to get some type of motivation.
Mm. You find it in Miami.
I think both of them the same age. They both veterans. Ramsey been in the league since 2016. Sutton 2017. Ramsey 6'1". Sutton what 5'11". Even though Ramsey have been getting burnt lately and stuff like that, but he have been playing big time receivers mainly his whole career. I haven't seen Sutton really lock up on too many big time receivers.
Yeah.
I know over there in the AFC North he got Jamar Chase, but other than that, I don't see him playing too many big time receivers. So I'm gonna go with Miami because I don't see what Sutton has really brought to the table yet. And I know from what I've seen on the Lions, they will leave you on that island in a minute on that defensive side. So I don't know if Sutton is one of them corners yet. I don't know. We have to see. So, but until then, I'm gonna go with Ramsey because I have seen Ramsey on big time corners, even though he's been getting burnt lately. But he's back over there in the West where you know he got to stay on guard because they're throwing a lot over there. And then there'll be ain't no time to get caught squat bending and looking in the backfield in the AFC. So he back over there. And then over in the NFC, like I say, I have to just see what Sutton gonna do transforming over there. So that's my take on it.
And the other corner that the Lions got was Emmanuel Mosley from San Fran. They're saying the only downfall on him is he is coming off an ACL tear.
Okay. Okay. Anything else on that, fellas?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
But who you say got though? You said Lions or Miami?
Yeah, I say Lions. Yeah, I say
Lions.
Lions too.
I say even.
Okay, you said even. Okay.
Yep.
Who would you start at first base? Miguel Cabrera or Cecil Fielder?
Oh.
Starting off with you, Cool Breeze.
Oh, Triple Crown winner, buddy. No, nothing else need to be said. Triple Crown winner. Miggy, baby. I see you in a couple weeks for opening day.
You say Miggy.
You going down there?
Who you got to say, Mastermind?
In the mission.
I went to Cabrera myself. I did too. I went Cabrera myself.
Okay.
But I misread the question too. I thought we were saying who would you take first? Either Fielder or Cabrera, and I still pick Cabrera because I went to batting averages and you know what I'm saying, championships and all of that. Even though Weston ain't got the championship and Cabrera don't got one, I don't think.
No, Cabrera got one.
Oh, okay. Well, they even with that.
He got one just over there in Florida with the
Okay.
Marlins.
Yeah.
Go ahead over there, Young P.
Yeah, I went with Miggy. I got to looking at overall things, home run stat. I feel like Miggy a first ballot Hall of Famer. Cecil ain't even in yet. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So
Like, but if I had to pick a first baseman, I actually would pick Cecil to pick that ball up, though. You know what I'm saying? Cecil
Yeah.
gonna get down. He's probably gonna get down and pick that ball up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now since you said
Down
now since you said first base, it made it more specific.
Like,
I'm kind of wanting to say Cecil myself.
I got to choose between the two. But if I need that person that just gotta go to first base, but I'm gonna get my scoring out of. Let's go, Miggy.
So y'all don't think Cecil was a big time hitter? You gotta remember
I mean,
he started the
he was.
50-run homer.
Yeah.
Since from back then with Roger Maris and them back in the day, him and
No, he
Babe
was
Ruth.
just to
Wasn't nobody hitting 50s and none of that to him.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
his batting average was his batting average. His Cecil Fielder batting average was 2. He had 13. What is it? 1,313 hits. He had 319 home runs and won a
I
World
think
Series.
the games was less the games played too.
Cabrera
I
was
think.
Cabrera batting average 308. Home runs, hits 3,088. Home runs 507. And played 3 positions.
Right.
Yeah, he played first, third, and outfield.
Left field, yeah.
Yeah. But I would
So that's the only
I,
reason.
would- I it'd be hard because like I said, I just need for either one of them, both of them can hit the ball. Both of them can give me that at home and everything. But I think what's name was a better all around hitter though, Cabrera.
Right.
So yeah, I would go that route. But it's still hard though, like you say, because if you needed a home run, you wouldn't care between which either one of them came
That
at the
they
bat.
even.
You know
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
did
saying?
even.
So,
Cecil taught his son how to hit. Prince was
yeah.
hitting them boys.
And then, like I
Mhm.
would say, Cecil Wood, I think Cecil was a better
He might have been a better
percentage
first baseman.
defensive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like he had some.
Field
Less
percentage,
errors.
Yeah,
field
that's what-
percentage, I think he might have, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm gonna go with Miggy though. But that was a good one though.
Cecil, you was great. That was a
Cecil.
tough one. That
Like I
was
said,
just something to think
Cecil
about.
started that 50, that 50 and all that. And then he came right back the following year, I think, with almost hit it again. I think he got 40 something, but yeah,
Mhm.
so.
Mhm.
But yeah, but we had two great first basemen here, even though Mickey played a couple first and third here, but yeah. So we're gonna move along. With the Angels pitcher Otani becoming a free agent, what number you start him off with? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
I thought about this, looked at it. I seen Mike Trout numbers, so I figured I got to hit him. Patrick Mahomes, 10 years, 500 milli, baby. And I'm guaranteeing like maybe 300. I got to do it because Otani giving me pitching and hitting.
Remember, baseball.
Baseball, all guaranteed. All of them guaranteed.
Well, I give him 500 guaranteed then. I got to roll out with it.
Turn your arm up.
You're not giving me 500.
I got to.
For the rest.
10 years, 500. They giving Miggy 12 years, 42 million. No, I'm sorry, Mike Trout. They giving him 10 years, 42 million. He the highest paid right now.
We're raise him up to about 15 years, 12,
Yeah.
10,
Pitcher.
I have to give him 10,
10.
dog. I got to give him something that's gonna make him want to stay. Cause I know what's coming next. The Steinbrenners and what's my man over there?
That's Steinbrenner scared.
No, what's my man name? Cone. That's over there in the Mets. They coming.
Yeah, probably.
Somebody coming.
But over there in the Yankees, that's Steinbrenner. Whoever running that, they scared.
I told you, somebody gonna make him.
Money.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze.
Told you, George gonna come to the
Listen,
dream.
man. 10 years, 350. That's 35 mil a year.
I was gonna say again. Go ahead, Master. Young.
That's under what's the name, right?
That's
He ain't the
who?
highest player paid, is he?
Max Scherzer, I think, is the highest paid pitcher. At like 43 million a year.
So if I'm under him, I know he ain't coming. Otani ain't coming. You just lost Otani.
Yeah,
See you later.
awesome.
What you saying, Young P? What you saying, Young P?
So I'm doing something. I'm going with less years because I know they like to stretch it out. Don't get me wrong, baseball do always want to do 10, but it's a pitcher, even though he a hell of a hitter. I'm doing something like 250, like 7 years, or 200 mil for 5. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
Something like that. Give me because they did a 1 year
Wait,
deal for
see-
30 million. They just did a 1 year deal for
Look at
30
this guy.
million.
10 years at 250 is what?
I said 7 years, buddy,
At what?
at 250 million.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him a nice little piece of change. Just push rock out.
Okay.
Actually, I might.
Just saying,
like I said,
you was looking, you kind of looking down here at mine if you think about that.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna say
He
nothing.
said,
You said basically 5. You said between 5 and 7 at 2 something.
but I'm not a have a Billy. That's
I said 10 years for half a billion.
I'm not,
5 years at 250 is what?
Well, I don't know.
5 years
I don't know if
at
they're gonna
250
pay.
is
I don't know
more
if they're
than
gonna
10
pay him
years.
as a pitcher or
Next year,
are they
get
gonna
that out
pay
of
him
him.
as a hitter? But however, I think he's gonna end up somewhere at 10 years anywhere or a little over at 350 to 400. He gonna end up somewhere at that 350 to 400 mark.
So y'all saying he's not going to be the highest paid player?
I don't know, but I know he gonna end up somewhere 350 to 400. However they balance out the years or whatever and everything.
So I
else
think
after
it's
that.
Mike Trout.
I think it's gonna be 350 to 4. Okay, moving along to the last question as we end the show. But before we move along, anything else on that? Anything? Okay. What grade would you give these former NBA players, now college coaches? Jerry Stackhouse, Bobby Hurley, Penny Hardaway, Jawan Howard. Cool breezy.
Uh, Jerry, I got him as a B plus. He's at Vanderbilt, and he's done a hell of a job with recruiting and making them competitive in the SEC because Vanderbilt is usually a doormat as far as well-known sports, as far as football and basketball. You know, usually their records are never that good,
Yeah,
but
the
baseball they
Yeah,
got
the baseball
they
too,
got
yeah.
baseball. So I'm giving Jerry a B plus. You know what I'm saying? Because no one is expecting him to even get that far in the SEC tournament. So B plus. Shout out to you, Jerry Stackhouse. Bobby Hurley, C minus. You from the West, man. You supposed to have nothing but talent with nothing, you know. And what he's doing in Arizona, like he had the first couple years good, but he's sort of falling off. He got to get a little bit better recruiting out there at Arizona State. Penny, big ups to you, buddy. You get an A. You get an A from me. Not an A plus just yet, but an A. What you're doing in Memphis is hell of a staying home, keeping homegrown talent, and making them relevant, and making Memphis a powerhouse. So you get an A from me. Juwan,
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
be nice. Be nice.
Watch your mouth.
F.
I'm gonna be nice.
Watch
I'm
your
be
mouth.
real nice. I'm be real nice with you, Juwan. You know
F
what
with
I'm
a
saying?
flower.
Cause you're part of the 5-5 legendary. So you're not gonna get the real grades. I'm gonna bump you up one. I give you a C.
You ain't gonna get
I give
the
you
real grades
I give you a C because
because he ain't giving you the real grade.
2 years you went to the Final Four. The last 2 years you went to the NIT out your 4 years of coaching. So you 2 for 2. So let's see what you do with the talent coming in, and then that'll be true said right there. Okay, that's my list.
Go ahead, Young P.
My grade average.
Well, first off, they went to the NIT this year. They went to the Sweet 16 last year and the Final Four the year before.
Oh.
Come on, get your
Right.
get your
Get the history right. And he got you. You see, he about to throw you underneath the bus, Jay. I got you, though. I got you.
Anyway,
Over here.
I,
Over here, Jay.
I give you a B minus. Only because the program is starting to go down and you need to figure out something. So I'm giving you a B minus because I'm hoping when big fella leaves this year, we're gonna see something different. But you need to start running you need to sit your son down a little bit too. I ain't mad at you. Your son sitting down. You know what I'm saying? So I give you a B minus right now.
Word on the street, they're about to give him some more NIL money coming back. Big fella I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Word on the
You
street.
can't keep running the offense through him. I mean, I ain't mad at
That's it.
No, can't keep running the offense through him because other people. Let me keep going because we all day going on that. Jerry Stackhouse, I'm giving you actually a C plus. You ain't at the B status yet because you've been in 4 years, doodle season. This your first year really having a decent season, so you're starting to get some people in. So that's why I give you a C plus. You're starting to get there a little bit, but doodle. I don't know. Penny, you get an A. You just won the tournament, so I can give you that. You know what I'm saying? You're making Memphis a powerhouse, so I'm definitely giving you an A. Bobby Hurley, you get a C, a strong C, because you was doing good in Arizona State. Then all of a sudden, the last 2 years you fell off, but this year you back a 20-plus game season. So you pretty much only 2 years that you didn't have a 20-plus game winning season. So I give you a strong C, but you need to do something better. You know what I'm saying? But that's my grades right there.
All right, Mastermind, over to you.
Okay, we're gonna make it real simple. Penny, you the dog, you the best out of all of them. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. And the rest of y'all are mediocre. You got me? And some of you boys about to fall right on off. I'm talking about they're gonna be calling you to that AD office, asking for that parking pass. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
So get it together. And Jawan, my advice to you is do whatever it takes to make sure you don't go to no more NITs, homeboy, because you're gonna be the first example.
Right.
Thank
Jawan Howard out the gate, F.
you.
Bam. Penny, giving you a B. Bobby Hurley, C plus, close B. We're gonna see how you do in the tournament. That's really gonna get you evaluated. Stackhouse, if you can get them boys next year into the NCAA, I'll bump you up. I'm gonna give you a C. And I'm gonna leave it like that. We're gonna sign out.
For sure.
Peeps.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Another one in the month.